Welcome to the Hyperbeat Podcast. Each episode, we chat with fitness professionals to get the story behind the business they created. Alright guys, welcome back. Episode 9 of the Hyperbeat Podcast. On today's show, we chat with Mel Hooper of Melsways Women's Fitness. Located in Bayswater, Victoria, they specialise in, amongst other things, self-defence, kickboxing and martial arts. We chat all things fitness, the importance of branding and how to become a specialist in a niche market. I started off by asking Mel where her passion for the industry came from.
Definitely, fitness has always been my goal, always been my passion from day dot. From high school, the only thing I wanted to do was be in every sports team possible. And I never stopped. Did
you start your career as a personal trainer, or how did you actually get involved in the fitness industry?
I started, way back when I was about 8 years old, I started my martial arts training with my little brother at the time.
Yeah, cool.
And after my first class, I literally loved it and never left. So all then through high school, studying PE and everything, I found exactly what I loved. And I did think I would maybe be a PE teacher or a fitness instructor first. But then I never stopped doing martial arts. I've done karate and kickboxing. So then rather than teaching every sport or just being a random PT, I just focused solely on the martial arts industry and grew my business and my fitness business just through that. Did
you compete competitively in martial arts?
Yes, definitely. When I first started karate, I've done numerous. They were called tournaments, semi-contact, kind of no contact, as well as demonstrations and cutters. And then I worked my way up through just kind of wanting to know if my martial arts was, if I could cut it in the real world. I wanted to try put a bit more pressure on it. So I started competing in kickboxing, in full contact fights. Cool. Yeah, so I had quite a few fights and I had the chance to go to Thailand and compete as well.
Amazing, yeah. How did you go?
Loved it. Competed at one. I did a short TV little show over there, a little reality show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was called Tough Girls. So I was the only girl from Australia. It was a worldwide kind of little show, and girls against America, England, and it was all about the Western world competing against the Thai girls.
So was there like a fight every few episodes or something? Like, did it lead up to it?
Yeah. So the way we actually filmed it was we were there for a month. So we all lived and trained together.
Fantastic.
Trained every day for hours and hours on end. And then at the end of the month, we all had a Thai girl to fight.
And you won that?
Yes, I won my fight. Yes,
awesome.
Definitely.
Okay, cool. That would have been one hell of an experience.
Oh, it was amazing. It was tough at the time, but I loved it. Loved every part of it.
Melsways specifically, how did that come to fruition, and how did you go about starting that and finding your first clients, finding the space to work in? So
it's been a bit of a progression. As I said, I used to teach karate and Muay Thai for other schools, for other companies, and I always loved it, and I knew I was good at it, but I wanted to do it my own way, and I wanted to put my own flair on it. So that's where the word Melsways has kind of come about over the years. That I used to call it Melsways programs or Melsways technique. And then after my first little baby, I decided to originally just teach it 2 nights a week, to rent a bit of space, rent a hall, and teach a couple of classes. Okay. And it was going to be a 10-week program. And that 10-week kind of program challenge never ended.
It's still going today.
It's still going 5 years later. The girls loved it, and they thought, why are you going to stop? Can we just go again? So it was 10 weeks after 10 weeks after 10 weeks, and then we progressed and got bigger and opened up a full-time centre.
So would you say word of mouth played a big role in getting more and more clients come through the door?
Yes, definitely. Word of mouth is definitely one of our main ways of getting the name out there. We do a lot of little competitions as well. Bring your friend, bring your buddy. But if people are enjoying it and people are having fun, they tell their friends, they tell their family members, and I love it when they get excited to talk about it.
I guess people know a lot of people, don't they? Yes, it can spread quite quickly.
Of course, everyone's got a mum, or everyone's got a sister, or everyone's got a best friend that they'd love to do it with. And because we do a lot of partner stuff, a lot of people are more excited to bring their buddy along with them. And so that works really well for us as well.
You've chosen to focus specifically on females?
Yes.
How did that decision come about, and how's that working for you?
I love that we're a women's only school because we're the only one in Australia. We're the only female martial arts business that's out there. Yes. So it kind of started as I was growing up there wasn't many women in my classes, or when I was a kid, there was no other girls. I was the only female in all these classes, and having grown up doing it, a lot of females love the idea of learning martial arts and love the idea of learning self-defense and learning how to fight. But a lot of the environments weren't female-friendly. I don't know, they just didn't have that nice, relaxing vibe. They was quite intimidating. And so I wanted to make a space that was more inviting for women, more friendly, more welcoming. Because I know a lot of girls love it, and they get here and they find how nice it is and how friendly people are to each other. And they've wanted to do it their whole life. They just were being too intimidated, or they didn't find they fitted in. So we wanted to make a place that everyone fits.
Yeah, I think it's a really nice idea because you found a niche and obviously making that your own.
Yeah, and martial arts is growing. Martial arts is like a fast-growing business.
Yeah, of course.
There's one in like every corner lately. There's one in every suburb. So, and to be a little bit point of difference, the female factor is a really great seller. And we do, all our kids' classes are girls only as well. So we start at 3 and 4 year olds, and all our classes are females only.
How long have you been doing the kids? Has that been from day one as well, or is that something you added later?
Yeah, definitely. No,
That's
it's
day
from
one.
day one.
Okay,
So,
well, okay.
yeah, when I worked in other schools, the kids was my favourite. The kids is my little passion.
Yep.
I love getting the little ones just before they hit school, teaching them a little bit of focus and how to line up and put your hand up if you have a question. Little basic things like that they need to learn. Yeah.
I also noticed that, which I think is another really nice idea, that you have a creche, be the right term for it, for mums with kids to bring along to the workout. Yes,
of course. So we have like a childcare room set up, and we have we have a lady. She's a qualified childcare worker, and it's almost like a nannying service. She watches them, she looks after them, minds them, plays games with them while the mums can train. And that's like a little separate side part. So they're kind of boxed in, they're safe. They're not running onto the mats, they're in a safe area. She loves working with them. And I find that probably our best seller for our morning classes. The mums need that little outlet. They need a little bit of time to train. And sometimes the little ones do make it hard.
I totally agree. I've got a young baby myself, and my wife certainly looks for gyms that offer that ability to either bring your baby along or has a childcare facility.
So helpful. It really needed these days. And that I was aware of that after I had my first baby. I was like, I didn't want to stop training. I didn't want to, so I found it. If I'm the only one, I'm not the only one that needs childcare services, so let's make it part of the membership, and that's free. That's free.
Yeah, well, that was my next question. You've added that as a free part of your businesses. In the early days, did that kind of impact cash flow in any way?
I like to give my clients the best, and I like to over commit to give them more, give them all those little extras. And if they're already paying a membership, they're paying to come. That's all included.
Mel, you've obviously got a range of classes and services that you offer. Is kickboxing the most popular?
Yes. So I would say our centre that's our main thing we offer. Kickboxing is our main service, and then we offer programs that help that and help the body. So we do weights and fitness classes that incorporate all the muscles and all the way you use your body. That will help your kickboxing classes. So stretching, we offer a foam roller class, which is a bit like a recovery session. So after a hard kickboxing class, it's good to get the rollers out and kind of rehab the body a little bit. And so that we tailored whole classes to that for recovery, to look after the body so you can come back stronger and feel better the next day.
Recover faster.
Yeah. And one of the other programs that's really popular is our actual mums and bubs sessions. So they are postnatal classes for mums getting back into the fitness industry or just trying to find their way of getting their bodies back. And they're nice and slow, low impact, and works gradually on kind of rebuilding the core and the pelvic floor area and things like that.
Now, I've noticed you do a 14-day free trial. I've obviously seen that at different gyms around the place. I've always wondered if people take that 14-day trial up and then does it lead to that person staying on? So as a percentage, do you find that's working well for you, of the people that come through? Do they actually stay on in the end?
Yes, I love the 14-day trial. I find it works well for us because I believe once we get someone in, they have a good chance to meet the instructors and meet the ladies and feel welcome here. So I believe rather than just giving them a once-off chance to come in and for us to win them over, I believe if they're popped in a couple of times, they get to see that we get to build more rapport with them. So over that 2-week period, they've had a good chance to meet most of the instructors, try quite a few classes, and then quite a very high success rate once they've done their trial, that they're stuck and they're loving it, and they sign up for sure.
Okay, so would they come in, like, out of that 14 days, would they come in 2 or 3 times, or would they come in 7 times? Like, what's the general?
I would probably say the most would be 2 to 3 times a week. So in the 14 days, they might have popped in 5 to 6 times.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's great that, I've always wondered what the success rate of something like that is, so it clearly does work for people.
Yeah, I believe, I love it. We keep that as our permanent structure. So it's always there. 14 days is our set standard offer.
I'd also really like to talk about the branding that you've used for your business. It's quite distinctive with the bright fluoro pink and the strong, bold font that you've used. How did that all come about? How's it been working for you in giving yourself branding within the marketplace?
Yeah, it was really exciting to start to make the logo. So I definitely knew I wanted a figurine as like the centre of the logo. So that figure is me.
It's a kickboxer, obviously. You said before, it's yourself. Yeah.
And that kick, the head kick, is it's like my favourite move. It's like my little signature technique. So I love to do that. So I had like a bit of a photo shoot, a guy taking a few photos of me performing it.
Yep.
And then sent it to like a logo designer who helped me pick the fonting. And hot pink, being a female-only gym, I really wanted that pink to be quite a feature.
Yeah, it definitely sells what you're about, I think.
Yeah, it makes us unique. It makes that pink. So in our gym, there's a lot of pink in the centre as well. And then we get it out in the community with the leggings and the hoodies that you guys have made for us. I love seeing the girls out and about in them. It's school pickup and things like that. Yeah,
it's a nice feeling to see your own brand out and about on the street, isn't it? Yeah.
And I think, like, I keep coming back to this women's only thing, the products that you guys sell are for women. Like, the leggings are made to fit well. The hoodies are designed to fit the woman's shape. They're not just a baggy, overall small, medium and large type hoodie that's generic.
We've certainly gone for a performance edge to the apparel that we offer.
Yeah, and I really wanted to tailor it. Like, if I've got only females in my centre, I wanted them to feel comfy in a style that they'd be proud to wear and happy to wear it on their days off, or happy to wear it all day.
Yeah, at the cafe after a hard workout.
Yeah, it's a bit of style to it. Yeah, and it looks trendy. Yeah, active wear's like the biggest seller these days. Everyone wears it. It certainly is. Even if they're not working out, doesn't matter. They've got their active wear on.
Let's face it, we all want to be in our active wear all the time, don't we?
So it's all I own every day. It's my uniform every day.
All right, so that leads nicely into you obviously got a presence on social media across Facebook, Instagram. Is it just those 2 platforms that you're utilising?
Yes, just the 2 is what we use for our business.
Yep. So how have they been working for you? You're obviously putting up quite a bit of content. You've got some videos as well of the girls working out, which I think is a nice way to showcase what you do.
Yes, I like to do a little bit of everything. Facebook is probably our main communicator with the community. So we definitely love to put the videos and the photos up, and that gets a lot of feedback. It gets more inquiries and get quite a lot of girls coming in through seeing our stuff on Facebook. Then Instagram is more like little short fun bits and just to show what we're about. I like to use the real women, so I don't use any stock standard images to advertise or just Photoshop kind of pictures. I actually use the ladies in our centre as our role models, as our slogans, as our advertising, because that's what I want to promote, that we're a gym for real women. There's no crop tops and Photoshop bodies. I keep it real.
Well, I think that's probably the best way to go about it, isn't it? Because you want to showcase the real you, and people like to get an understanding of what they're walking into before they actually walk into it.
Yeah, so I feel like they get to know the place that little bit. They've seen the instructors pop up a few times, seen what the inside, what it looks like. They kind of get a bit of a gist of how it all works before they get there.
So do you utilise the instructors at all in terms of like maybe tips and tricks or technique across those platforms?
Do a little bit. It's not, we don't have a set every week. We do a little tip. To be honest, it's probably a little bit random.
Whatever's available.
Yeah, whoever's doing something that looks spicy at the time, I'm like, quick, let me get a picture of that.
And are you putting any funds behind are you promoting any ads? Do you got paid advertising happening, or is it solely organic that you're focusing on?
I definitely do some paid ads on Facebook as well, and now they're linked, it works well.
So how have they been going?
Yeah, great. I often use the paid ads for our big events. if we do a lot of community self-defense programs. So there'll be like a once-off free event for the community, and the way of getting it out there, I find, works really well for us is those paid ads help spread the word, and they end up quite big, and they seem to work great for us at the moment.
Yeah, it's certainly a way to target and niche down on the clients that you're going after. You're putting your ads in front of people that you want to come into your gym, and you can obviously use that locally as well.
Yeah, I think the targeting is perfect. You can pick the area, pick your zone, and it has a really good success rate for us.
So overall, if you had to describe the mission statement of Melsways, what would it be?
Well, what I like to call it, we say is Melsways is a place where you can be yourself, let your guard down and have fun. We will be your uplifting place to spend your good and your bad days.
Did you write that yourself, or did you sit down with a team, or how did you come about?
With my mate instructors, with our team, we dot point a few things, and we put it together. Yeah. We wanted the place to be, not just about physical health. We believe it's kind of mental and emotional health as well, which all works well.
Well, I think physical activity is certainly linked to mental and emotional well-being at the end of the day. So everyone certainly feels better after a workout.
Totally more positive, and it helps you have a better day for sure.
Yeah, that's it. And kick shields and going hard at the focus pads.
Everyone everyone feels better after they've hit the pads.
They certainly do. All right. Well, Mel, I've really appreciated you taking the time to have a chat to us today. It's always great to talk about people's businesses and get an idea of how they've formed and the background story behind them. So I hope you've enjoyed being part of the show.
My pleasure. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
If you'd like to be involved in an episode of the Hyperbeat Podcast, send an email to info@hyperbeat.com.au or contact us through our social media channels.